and welcome to Red Sports' pre-match show as Lucknow Super Giants face Chennai Super Kings at Ekana Stadium in Lucknow. I have with me Abhishek, who is right out of the Ekana Stadium, Athrev and Bharat. I will start with Abhishek. अभिषेक आप बताएं माहौल कैसा है आ, टाउन में एम एस धोनी आया है और लखनऊ एम एस धोनी का कैसे मेहमान नवाजी कर रहा है।
सर आई ऑलरेडी सेंड सर मैंने विजुअल्स देखा होगा आपने अगर मैंने सेंड किया था इट वाज ऑल हेलो
हाँ बताइए,
हेलो
आप ऑडिबल है आप बताएं।
okay so I've already sent the visual maybe it is uploaded on the Red Sports Twitter handle and Insta as well uh, yeah that's what I'm talking about. Everyone is it's my magic. And when Dhoni came to Lucknow even yesterday, people outside hotel waiting for a glimpse of him. Now again that when the bus was coming towards the stadium, that fan rallied in the line around 20 to 30,000 people waiting outside to just to see a glimpse of Dhoni. And somehow धोनी बस के पीछे सीट पे बैठे थे और लोगों को एंजॉय किया है. लास्ट ग्लिप्स अगर आपने देखी होगी तो इट वाज ऑल येलो. आई मीन इवन सीएसके ने भी इतना येलो चेन्नई में नहीं देखा होगा जितना लखनऊ में येलो देखने को मिल रहा है.
और अभिषेक ये बताएं कि ये जो आज महेंद्र सिंह धोनी वहां पर खेल रहे हैं तो लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से कुछ एक्स्ट्रा सिक्योरिटी का इंतजाम वो लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन किया है या नहीं?
यस एक्चुअली रोज हाफ किलोमीटर का स्ट्रेच होता था जो मैच के लिए बंद किया जाता था. बट आज समथिंग अराउंड 1.5 किलोमीटर स्ट्रेच बंद किया गया है. एंड स्टेडियम से लगभग 1.5 किलोमीटर दूर से ही सारी जो बाइकल्स हैं उनको डाइवर्ट कर दिया जा रहा है बिकॉज रश बहुत ज्यादा है सिटी में. इवन लॉट ऑफ पीपल जिनको टिकट्स नहीं वो भी आए हैं और वो बहुत ज्यादा नंबर्स में आए हैं. दे डोंट हैव टिकट्स बट स्टिल वही एक ग्लिम्स मिल जाए धोनी की बस से जाते हुए. बाहर माहौल क्या है, फोटोज ले रहे हैं. तो नॉट ओनली 50 पीपल यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं बल्कि उससे ज्यादा लोग आए थे जो कि अभी टिकट ना होने के कारण लौट भी जाएंगे.
और अभिषेक ये तो बहुत नेचुरल है कि धोनी खेल रहे हैं और स्टेडियम पूरा खचाखच भरा रहेगा. तो स्टेडियम में जो क्राउड आएंगे उसमें 90% सीएसके का सपोर्ट करेंगे ऐसा लग रहा है ना?
सर नॉट 90 बट 99%. इट शुड बी 48,000. अराउंड 48,000 विल बी सीएसके फैन, 2,000 LSG फैन. एट दैट टू जो LSG फैन स्टेडियम में आएंगे भी वो LSG ब्रिगेड का पार्ट है. उन्होंने 3,000 की सब्सक्रिप्शन ली है. दे आर जस्ट चीयरिंग फॉर द LSG ब्रिगेड. रेस्ट जितने लोग हैं सब सीएसके के फैन है. एवरीवन डॉनिंग द येलो जर्सी. तो इवन 2,000 वो LSG ब्रिगेड का पार्ट है.
और एक सवाल आपसे बिफोर आई गो टू माय अदर गेस्ट कि ये आप बताएं कि ये लखनऊ इतना अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, तीनों मैच जीते हैं और धोनी ने मतलब सीएसके ने 5 मैच हारे हैं, उसके बाद भी तो फैंस क्या बोल रहे हैं? क्यों इतना क्रेज क्यों है? फैंस क्या बोल रहे हैं?
फैंस बोल रहे हैं कि एक बुरा पैच आता है, एक टाइम पे आना था वो आ गया. और ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर बुरा पैच आएगा तो हम सीएसके को सपोर्ट करना बंद कर देंगे. ये जो हमारी इमोशन जुड़े हुए हैं, फैंस बोल रहे हैं 10 साल 12 साल, कोई कोई तो 2008 से आईपीएल के शुरुआत से ही टीम के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. उनके इमोशंस हैं वो. आई डोंट थिंक 4-5 मैचेस या 1-2 सीजन बेकार होने से वो चेंज होने वाले हैं. तो धोनी की जो लिगेसी है, उन्होंने जो लिगेसी एक छोड़ दी है, अभी एक मे भी नेक्स्ट सीजन वो ना खेलने को मिले. यही सबसे बड़ा रीजन है कि आखिरी बार देखने को मौका लखनऊ के लोगों को शायद अगली बार ना देखने को मिले ग्राउंड में येलो जर्सी में. और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि वो कैप्टन बन के आ रहे हैं. तो धोनी द कैप्टन को टॉस के टाइम बहुत लोग देखना चाहते हैं. ऑलमोस्ट 6:36 हो रहे हैं और अभी से लोग स्टेडियम के अंदर पूरा जाने लगे हैं क्योंकि वो जो टॉस का मूवमेंट है लोग मिस नहीं करना चाहते हैं. रेस्ट ऑफ द मैचेस ऐसे होते हैं कि आराम से लोग जाते हैं 7 साढ़े 7 तक या कभी कभी 8 भी बच जाते हैं. लेकिन अभी स्टेडियम ऑलमोस्ट 60% भर चुका है, लोग अंदर जा चुके हैं. जब वो आएंगे और वो एक बार माइक पे पूछा जाएगा कि उनसे दैट हेड और टेल और यू विल चूज बैट और बॉल, व्हाट इज योर स्ट्रेटजी, ऑल दोस थिंग्स. सो दे जस्ट वांट टू लिसन धोनी द कैप्टन and that's why the crowd is crazy for him.
I now go to Astro. Astro, do you see a turnaround in this Chennai Super Kings team? I mean, obviously, that dressing room has a lot of quality that we all know. But when a team falls in a rut, it becomes very difficult. So, do you see a turnaround in this Chennai Super Kings team?
It's difficult to say whether from today's match the turnaround will begin. We can't say that, but I don't exactly see them. I mean, their campaign disintegrate completely with so many matches remaining. I think I don't see that. Uh, I don't think they'll make it to the playoffs, and a lot of things are not happening for them. I mean, batting, bowling, everything. And plus this injury problems, form issues. So a lot of things went against them, and we have discussed at length. I mean, what has the day they capitulated against KKR? That day we discussed at length that what how they are not exactly looking ahead, still sticking to what worked them for what worked for them 4 years ago. So those factors are there. I don't see exactly a massive turnaround by CSK, but but you never know. I mean, SRH were not having a good run. They won their previous game. Mumbai Indians were having a bad run. They won their previous game. So CSK will win again one day. There is no doubt about that. Whether it's today, difficult to say.
Bharat, are you expecting any changes to that playing 11 as far as CSK are concerned?
Not much. Maybe they will go with Vansh Bedi at some point of time because he's a good hitter through the leg side. But obviously, CSK is a kind of side that will back their experienced players to the hilt. That is what one has seen over a period of time. But if they really want to, I guess they can go with the Vansh Bedi. I don't think it will change much because they have a lot of other issues. It starts from the top itself. Yes, I agree. Conway and Ravindra are good players across formats, but in this day and age, especially on flat decks, 60 runs in 6 overs may not really work. At least on for flat decks, it may not work. And then you look at the Tripathis and the Hudas of the world. With great respect to Huda, after playing 121 matches, is averaging 17 in the IPL. That is after 121 games. So, if such kind of a batter is a part of a top six, then it could spell some trouble. Yes, their bowling, they have a couple of silver linings, Noor Ahmad and Khalil Ahmad, but as a whole, they are not really firing. So even if they get in a youngster like one Spady, or maybe after 4 or 5 matches, Andre Siddharth or someone like that, I guess it won't really make it much of a difference. Yes, they might go on to win 3-4 games in this particular league and somehow get some consolation victories with those 2-3 wins.
अभिषेक, आप थोड़ा कंडीशंस के बारे में बताएं, वेदर कैसा है और ये पिच जो है इकाना का, वो कैसे खेल सकते हैं आज, ये थोड़ा बताएं हमको.
वेदर एक्चुअली बहुत ज्यादा है. नॉर्मल वेदर है ना. ज्यादा गर्मी है ना ज्यादा ठंडी है. इट विद टेम्परेचर इज समथिंग अराउंड 28 to 30. यस्टरडे एक डस्टी स्टॉर्म आया था, बहुत तेज हवाएं चली थी. एक अनुमान लगाया गया था कल शायद ये अफेक्ट कर सकता है, ना ज्यादा है तो 10-15 मिनट गेम अच्छा पकड़ता है, लेकिन आज सुबह से मौसम एकदम बेहतर बना हुआ है. बारिश से आज दोपहर बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी थी और अभी वो गर्मी थोड़ी थोड़ी कम हो रही है. अब शायद उतनी हीट नहीं है, सूरज ढल चुका है. So I mean, weather is already fine. The pitch is actually they are playing on the mixed soil. Last matches के पहले उन्होंने 2 pitches तैयार की थी. One was a black, one was a mixed. And black soil पे गुजरात से खेल लिया तो it will be a mixed soil. Center wicket होगा, boundaries almost even ही होंगी every side. तो मतलब स्ट्रेट बाउंड्री बड़ी होगी और साइड बाउंड्री भी बड़ी होगी कंपेरेटिवली, जैसे कि पहले जब सेंटर ऑफ मैच विकेट्स पे या 2 नंबर 3 नंबर होते थे तो एक साइड भी छोटी हो जाती थी. मे बी इट विल हेल्प a bit to the spinners. थोड़ा बॉल होल्ड कर सकता है मिक्स सॉइल की वजह से. थोड़ी स्पिन कंडीशन हो सकती है, बट अगेन आई मीन द लखनऊ जिस तरह की विकेट्स बन रहे हैं ऑलरेडी 2 मैचेस हुए, अराउंड 200 रन आराम से बन रहे हैं, तो इट समथिंग अराउंड 180 200 अगेन.
Akshay, if we talk a bit about Lucknow Super Giants, I mean, they are having a good run. Three matches, three wins on the bounce, and Nicholas Puran is in the form of his life. Um, from that point of view, uh, do you think? I mean, T20. Then again, T20 cricket is a very unpredictable format. Do you think the law of averages might catch up with them in this game?
See, I don't see that Nicholas, the super three that they have, one, two, three, Markram, Marsh, and Puran. I don't think they will pull the team all through. I mean, it's not possible that three batters will fire and carry the team all through the. I mean, at least until the playoffs. That's difficult to happen, and this has happened despite two of their main batters, Rishabh Pant and David Miller, not contributing much. And that's because, what kind of strike rate they are scoring at? I mean, those three, but Puran is the top scorer, March is the third highest scorer, Makram has also crossed 200 runs, and strike rates of Puran 200 plus, March 180 plus, Makram 150 plus. So that's an enormous force. But at the same time, other batters will have to contribute. I mean, six matches uh, without practically any contribution other than some 20s and 30s by Abdul Samad and Ayush Badoni, they haven't got much. So that batting has to come good from all the cogs might will have to function together.
Okay. Um, Bharat, stats are pretty revealing. I bumped onto a stat that showed so far in this tournament, Nicholas Puran alone has hit 31 sixes, whereas collectively, Chennai Super Kings have hit 32 sixes. So, from that point of view, what do you think is the impediment? Why Chennai Super King batsmen have been struggling to clear the rope?
Yeah, why this one of the reasons is the problem started.
Is it the mindset?
Yeah, it could be part of it, could be mindset, but it's also maybe some of them are past their best. Maybe the CSK made bad picks as well, so that could also be reason. As I noted a few minutes ago in another show, if you look at the top 60 run getters in Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy for 2020, 24-25, you still won't find the names of Rahul Tripathi and Deepak Huda. So they were going through a bad patch even in domestic cricket. But CSK have stuck by them. That is their thinking. Fair enough. But I guess it's a combination of things, not just the mindset. They made some wrong decisions at the auction table. A couple of them are perhaps past their best, and Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra are good players across formats, but they're not exactly Bill Salts of the world to just come in and blaze you, or Nicholas Purans of the world to come in and blaze you and hit some six sixes and seven sixes. And Nicholas Puran obviously is at the top of his game, perhaps the best T20 batter going around, with Heinrich Klaasen not exactly in the best of form. So which perhaps you can't compare the CSK batters to him at present. And I think it's a combination of things, mindset plus problems at the auction table. They made some bad decisions, and a couple of them are perhaps past their best.
अभिषेक, आप हमको ये बताएं कि ऋषभ पंत लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स का कप्तान होके इस सीजन वहां पे गए हैं और बैट में रन नहीं आए लेकिन कप्तानी अच्छे कर रहे हैं. So local fans, are they warming up to him also? I mean, are they warming to ऋषभ पंत? वहां का जो फैंस है कैसे कनेक्ट कर रहा है ऋषभ पंत के साथ?
Fans of connecting. Yeah, fans connect कर पा रहे हैं. In the rest of matches, Chennai CSK one is the exception. Last matches against the GT, it was a scorching heat, humidity hanging in the air. बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी थी. Still पूरा जर्नल स्टैंड भरा हुआ था, and people were rooting for the Panth. So फैंस तो कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट व्हेन एमआई सीएसके और आरसीबी आर कमिंग समहाउ एक शिफ्ट ऑफ इमोशन की वजह से वो फैंस आ नहीं पा रहे हैं स्टिल एज म जब तक लखनऊ जीत रही है आई डोंट थिंक दैट फैंस को उतना कॉन्सर्न हो रहा है। मैंने बात भी की काफी फैंस से, दे आर सीइंग दैट रिपन इज डूइंग सो गुड बिहाइंड द विकेट, वेदर इज कीपिंग या बैटिंग वो थोड़ा आउट ऑफ टच है, बट लास्ट मैचेस में उन्होंने ओपनिंग आए 21 रन बनाया, थोड़ा टाइम भी व्यतीत किया पिच पे। आई थिंक अभी फैंस थोड़ा खुश हैं। आज अगर वो ओपनिंग आते हैं, मार्क्स अगर नहीं होते तो हो सकता है कुछ यथार्थी करके जाएंगे, पर हैप्पी वो जैसी कैप्टनसी कर रहे हैं उनकी कैप्टनसी से। एंड फिर ऋषभ पंत इज काइंड ऑफ कैरेक्टर everyone wants to see, everyone wants to watch, so चाहते हैं कि वो फॉर्म में इतना बड़ा कंसर्न नहीं है। हाँ, फर्स्ट टू मैचेस when he lost against Delhi, then जब नहीं किया था फैंस कब नाराज
अभिषेक, योर इंटरनेट इज
सारे
एक्टिंग
फैंस
अप।
खुश हैं
आप
पंत से।
जहाँ पे है वहां से थोड़ा दूर चले आइए। योर इंटरनेट इज एक्टिंग अप, योर वॉइस इज ब्रेकिंग। थोड़ा दूर, शायद जमर लगा हुआ
हाँ
है,
अरे
थोड़ा दूर चले आइए कि आपका आवाज एकदम क्लियर हो। एंड meanwhile I go back to Athro. Athro, I call this, um, I call MS Dhoni the dream merchant of proletariat. I mean, if you look at Virat Kohli, I mean, he's the game's biggest brand at the moment, right? But when Virat Kohli goes to Calcutta or Bombay or Chennai, it's not that the local crowd is supporting the away team, but Dhoni seats completely different. When it comes to Calcutta, be it in Bombay, Delhi, the stadium turned yellow. So from that point of view, uh, how do you describe the Dhoni phenomena?
I would say, Shomik, that when it comes to Dhoni's fandom, there is no class conflict. Everybody is from top to bottom. Everybody is Dhoni's fan, and this is quite unbelievable. I mean, you won't believe this. I mean, you have been to the ground, been to different venues across India for IPL matches and international matches. I've seen, and we have seen, a lot of people have seen that what happens around Dhoni. We have all seen Sachin Tendulkar's following at his peak, although at time IPL wasn't that big at that time, and we have seen Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli goes to Eden Gardens. Virat Kohli goes to Chennai. Fans do root for him. I mean, there is a lot of craze for him as well, no doubt about that. But what happens with Dhoni, this sweeping kind of overwhelming and sweeping kind of outpour of emotions that is I have not seen it happen in India with any other player, and there is a big difference. I mean, what happens with Dhoni? If on a scale of 10, it's 10. The next person will be 7 or 6.7 or 7.5. So that's how big the difference is, and I'm not surprised. I mean, Abhishek made some brilliant points, some great observations. That it's a sea of yellow. That's how exactly it was at Eden Gardens a few years ago. I mean, KKR versus CSK match. I was covering that match. It was completely yellow. I mean, I don't know 90% or not. I can't say, but there is something about Dhoni, and he's as you said. I mean, he's a hero of the masses. He's a dream figure of the masses. So, and as Abhishek pointed out, very interesting observation that everywhere Dhoni goes for IPL matches and other venues, I mean, other than Chennai, for the last 3-4 years, it's been happening that okay, this is his last appearance in that city. So that adds and keeps adding up. So that a lot of things constitute the phenomenon of Dhoni.
Bharat, we now talk a bit about Rishabh Pant's handling of the bowlers. I mean, LSG came into the tournament with the weakened bowling lineup because of the injuries. The way Rishabh Pant has handled his bowlers, especially his spinners, he has been leaving a mark. Do you agree?
Yeah, somewhere the credit has to go to him because obviously there are a lot of injuries right from Mayank Yadav even for a while. Akash Deep was out injured, so with the inexperienced lineup, sometimes Prince Yadav also played in a game or two. Even if you look at their spinners before this IPL, obviously Digvish Rathi, no one knew, so he was also, or at least not many knew, so he was also inexperienced. When you consider that, some credit has to be given to Rishabh Pant, because even if you look at some of the matches, KKR were dominating against their side in at Eden Gardens at 162 for 2 or 162 for 3, chasing 239. Even in the last game, at some point of time, Gujarat Titans were 120 for no loss, and then they lost their way and could score 180. So during the break, during the extra time, somewhere the credit has to be given to Rishabh Pant for motivating the side or being a motivating factor in that particular lineup, which ensured that the rest of the bowlers gave their best and they were able to obviously put the brakes on the scoring rate. Yes, his batting has not been at his best, as the bowlers have generally bowled well to him. But as a leader, over a period of time, especially after the first two matches, where I guess he made a couple of mistakes, after that his captaincy has been pretty good.
अभिषेक, आप हमको ये बताएं कि आपने जो फैंस के साथ वहां पे बात की है, उसमें धोनी को लेकर, और ये आप जैसे कहा कि ये सी ऑफ येलो इतना सारे, और पूरा मुल्क से फैंस आए हैं। आपने बोल रहा था कि तेलंगाना से भी फैंस आए हैं, झारखंड से भी फैंस आए हैं, तो नेपाल से भी कुछ फैंस आए हैं। तो इतना पूरा मुल्क से जो फैन आए आए हैं, उसमें धोनी को लेके कुछ कशमकश है क्या? कि कुछ कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं, आप तो बहुत हो गया, उसको छोड़ देना चाहिए, आपका वो लेगेसी वो खराब कर रहे हैं। ऐसा कुछ वाइब्स आपको सुनने को मिला है? और या तो मतलब फैंस बोल रहे हैं नहीं, आई डोंट केयर वो कितना रन कर रहा है, कितना बना रहा है, हम उनको मैदान पे देखना चाहते हैं।
मतलब आई डिडंट एनीथिंग रॉन्ग फॉर धोनी considering his legacy as well. जितने भी फैन से मैंने बात की, they all said that we just want to see Dhoni. It doesn't matter he's performing or not, his average is going down or not, his strike rate is going down, or CSK is losing or winning. That doesn't even matter. They just want to see him. Actually, most of them, this I asked them that I mean, it's affecting the Dhoni's career. CSK is not doing good. They all said that he already did so many things for the Chennai, for his fans, for Team India. And last 15 season अगर देखा जाए तो he's being I mean the most successful IPL captain till now. He has the best percentage in the beginning as a IPL captain. तो किसी भी fans को सर अभी कोई शिकायत मुझे नजर नहीं आई. All they need is they just want to see Dhoni. That's what matter for them. Only Dhoni. I mean तेलंगाना, नेपाल, झारखंड, बिहार इसी लोग गए हैं. अदरवाइज अगर कोई ऐसा बात हो रहा है कि Dhoni is not performing, we just don't want to see a non-performing Dhoni. So look, I mean, I was talking to a guy. He came some around the northeast. He came around the came from the northeast, and he said कि मैंने 2 दिन ट्रेन का ट्रेवल किया, मैंने 2 ट्रेन चेंज की, and I slept on the railway platform. और मैं आज धोनी को देखने आया हूँ. लास्ट में आया था, बारिश होती, अभी आया था लखनऊ देखने के लिए, एक बार भी लखनऊ देखने के लिए. And मुझे लखनऊ लोगों से भी एक अलग कनेक्शन है. दैट्स व्हाई आई ऑलवेज कम व्हेनेवर धोनी कम्स टू लखनऊ. सो ऐसी फैन फॉलोइंग, ऐसी क्रेजीनेस तभी हो सकती है दैट जब आपने इतनी बड़ी लेगेसी बना दी हो कि अब वो मैटर ही नहीं करता कि आप 5 मैच अच्छा, 10 मैच अच्छा गया, एक सीजन अच्छा गया. दिस इज व्हाट धोनी हैज.
Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the cult of MS Dhoni. He has reached a stage of his career when wins, losses, runs, strike rate, they don't matter. It's about the man. It's about him taking to the field and turning up in that famed yellow jersey. But after we talk a bit about, we have been talking a lot about uh, Chennai Super batsmen slow strike rate, not contributing much. But if we turn our attention a bit to their two spin bowling masters, Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin. Ashwin so far has taken just 5 wickets from 6 matches, and his economy rate is touching 10. Jadeja has taken just 2, and his economy rate is touching 9. So, from that point of view, both have been pretty underwhelming. And when I think Chennai Super Kings always wanted to form a deadly spin trio comprising Jadeja, Ashwin, and Noor Ahmed and effect their pain choke. That didn't happen this time. Why do you think both Ravindra Jadeja and Chandran Ashwin have failed to hit their straps yet?
At this point in time, it's difficult to to say exactly what went wrong with or what is going wrong with Ashwin and Jadeja. Obviously, the batters who play against them, they know what they have done over the years. I mean, a lot of studying, a lot of dissection goes on. Those factors are there. Other than that, we can possibly see that they are not at their best. I mean, they are not what they used to be. And I mean, yeah, see, I mean, they have been playing for years, and these are very taxing conditions. I mean, IPL is a very taxing tournament. We can say that just 4 overs per match, but taking into account the crazy travel hours and practice and match after, I mean, little time to rest and all that, so IPL is a difficult tournament. And yes, Chennai traditionally have been spin and attack dependent more on spin. This year, when the way they built the team, it was very obvious that they are going to bank on spin. And of the three, only Noor Ahmed has delivered. And as you pointed out the stats, as you spoke about the stats, that Ashwin and Jadeja have been completely ineffective in terms of taking wickets collectively and economy rate wise as well. Khalil Ahmed has been a saving grace sort of a bowler, but Chennai basically in every match it's looking like they are bowling with they are going it with two bowlers, two and a half bowlers effectively. So that's been a major setback for them this season.
1 minute to toss now. If any one of you get the toss update, please inform our viewers. In meanwhile, I go to Bharat and ask him who he is picking as his favorites for this game.
Obviously, if you look at if you look at both teams on paper, then obviously I guess it is Lucknow Super Giants. But I also always have a feeling that in a long league-based tournament, at some point of time, the team that is losing are on a losing streak, like CSK losing 4 games in a row, would likely win one match somewhere, and then again maybe lose three in a row and then win one match. So expect CSK to at least win 3 or 4 games, not just have one victory. So maybe from that point of view, my gut feel says CSK will win one. Maybe it is today, but if you look at the two sides on paper, then CSK I think are the weaker of the two teams.
अभिषेक, दो सवाल है आपसे। एक, आप ये बताएं कि राउंड से कुछ अपडेट है क्या? मिचेल मार्श पिछले मैच में नहीं खेले थे पर्सनल रीजंस की वजह से, तो ये मैच में वो अवेलेबल है या नहीं, नंबर 1। और नंबर 2, आपका इस मैच में फेवरेट कौन है?
Uh, can you repeat the questions? Actually, I lost the voice.
ओ,
Hello?
मैं दोहराता हूँ। मिचेल मार्श पिछले मैच में नहीं खेले थे उनके पर्सनल रीजंस के वजह से। इस मैच में ग्राउंड से कोई अपडेट है कि वो इस मैच में अवेलेबल है या नहीं, नंबर 1। और इस मैच में आपका फेवरेट कौन?
I mean, favorite तो सर CSK ही है, मतलब since the childhood days I'm supporting CSK only. But Lucknow on the paper, they have even on the ground they have covered all the bases. So जीतना Lucknow भी है. Maybe but just Atro sir already said that Mumbai made a comeback. Yes, South made a comeback. So no doubt there will be a possibility that CSK also can make a comeback today. They are not a vehicle team actually. Their batters are not clicking. They have Rahul Tripathi and Deepak Chahar who are in out of form. Abhi CSK are going with the Sheikh Rashid or anyone, even if they are Vijay Shankar in the opening as an opening player, maybe they are changing something. They find a better combination. I think CSK can do better. They have the bowling lineup,
और
so good bowling lineup.
कोई अभिषेक, कोई अपडेट है मिचेल मार्ट्स के बारे में? कोई अपडेट है ग्राउंड से?
No, no, sir. Right now, anything. I was just roaming outside and to check once like Mars is on the field, practicing or not.
Unfortunately,
Number was actually
unfortunately, Abhishek
yeah.
is acting up. His voice is cracking. अभिषेक, आप जा सकते हैं, अपना बहुत अच्छे सारे विजुअल्स भेजें हमको। आपका बहुत अच्छा विजुअल्स आप भेज रहे हैं, बहुत सारे विजुअल्स भेजते रहिए। एंड आई नो एंड आई गिव आवर viewers an update. CSK have won the toss and they will bowl first. So I go to After for closing comments. After your favorites and the reason for that.
About the favorite part, Bharat has explained it and described it brilliantly. There is nothing more to add. I mean that way. And but other that let me put it this way. I mean, other than law of averages, Chennai has no reason of winning this match. And that's as far as favorites go. And toss, yes, I mean, most of the teams, I mean, they choose to bowl if they win the toss. And in Lucknow, teams batting second have won 2 games, and another team finished in 190, chasing 206 or something. So teams batting second have done well. So Chennai will hope it's the same with them.
We sign off with an update. Chennai Super Kings have dropped Ravichandran. Devon Conway has also been. Sheikh Rashid and Jimmy Overton are replacing them. On that note, on that say, good evening. We will meet again after that. Until then, go like and subscribe our Brave Sports channel.